Trump dance.
Hey, everybody. Well, welcome. This is Chance's Chat. Of course, I'm Doc G. Chance McFadden and Debbie Stevens are here tonight. Fascinating Brian may be with us a little bit later. Just want to welcome you to our show. This is for entertainment purposes only. Anybody that's listening or watching us, but it's also so welcome to Chance's Chat. Go ahead, Chance.
Hi, guys. Guess what came back to visit me today? My little friend, Vertigo. Oh, my God. It's terrible. But as long as I'm kind of upright, stationary, and leaning against something, I'm all right. But I'm going to tell you what, when this show is over, I'm going to bed. And I'm telling you, I am just, my God, when is this crap ever going to end for me? But anyway, guys, we've had a lot of stuff and going on. And I want you to know we appreciate the love donations to help keep the show alive. Cash App or Zelle, 319-561-0064. I appreciate you very much. But here's the thing. Debbie's been gone, and she's been caught up on all the news. So for those of you that aren't on Telegram, and for those of you that aren't on YouTube, and you can't figure out what is what, Debbie's going to lay it out to you right now. So go ahead, Debbie. It's all you.
Well, nice to see everybody again. Okay, well, I think I'll start out. Lou Dobbs died just recently today, and don't know much about it. Also, Xi Jinping has had a stroke. They're going to replace him, or they already have. 3 gorge dams have burst. And apparently, they're not talking about it. So something's up with that. You know what's under the 3 gorge dams? If you don't, it starts with a B. And it ends with an N. Yeah, 2 words. Anyway, Taiwan is getting ready to take and be invaded. And that's going to happen anytime. Also, up in Canada, the National Guard is up there guarding the territory of Canada, the line, because there's going to be some sort of invasion. I don't know who it's going to be exactly, but they say that that's going to happen. Also, the 17th really was the 4th of July. Count your days. So July the 30th. Don't know if anything's going to happen or not. Just wanted to make everybody aware that it was the 4th of July. And just to let everybody know, 2 Vice President Vances. The one got arrested at his house the other day. You know that, Chance, I think. Mm-hmm. And the one that is down there playing Vance is no other than what they say, drum roll. God. Paul Walker. I kept looking at the eyes, could not figure out who he was. And then all of a sudden, bingo, got the answer. So there's going to be some definite changes, and people are going to be coming out playing different parts. So, like I say, who knows? And then, of course, the assassination. I don't want to get into that. That's all to bring out about the Secret Service, how corrupt they are. So, if anybody has any questions, maybe I can answer, maybe I can't. But that's all I got for tonight. Chance, got any answers?
That's enough, Deb. I mean, that's a boatload.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, okay. Now I want to tell you guys. Doc G has already gotten the RV information heads up, but you guys aren't getting it till the end of the show because I am not giving RV information. If you're gonna watch the show, you're gonna watch the show. If you don't want to watch the show, then turn it off right now, okay? Because we're not here to listen to ourselves talk. We're trying to help you. We're trying to educate you. We're trying to get you into higher vibrations. We're here to give you love. We're here to give you all love. The love that goes on this channel between all our participants is real strong. Now, I want to tell you and remind everybody that every week when I get the link for the show, I send it to Kent Dunn. I always send Kent a link. I always want to give him the option to come on because I've always told everybody this is his show too. He is the one that's too busy to come on or do whatever. And so I don't really hear from Kent. And I'm vibing. Good, Deanne. Good. Starlight Waters is here. But what I want you guys to know is, there's a whole bunch of stuff. It's coming so fast. It's coming so furious. And I got to tell you what I can tell you as I can tell you, okay? My submission has been approved. I'm not liquid yet, okay? I am not liquid yet. I am not going to, I can tell you without violating anything that I am not going to a redemption center and I am not going to a bank. I can't tell you anything else besides that. I can also tell you that we are at the end of the road, and Debbie has already given you something tonight, and you don't even get it because she has given you without you even knowing it. I don't think she even knows it. She just gave you the back wall. Okay. So I will explain all that at the end of the show tonight. Now, what we are doing, folks, is we are all coasting right now. We are all coasting. We're all treading water. That's why I most sincerely appreciate your donations to help keep me and my family going. And if you want your RV protocol papers, you know what to do. 319-561-0064, Cash App or Zelle to Brian McFadden. That's me. But my family, you guys, call me Chance. Okay? Some other people call me Dad or Grandpa or Dumbass or whatever.
I get called that a lot.
Boy, I'm telling you. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, after this is all over, you know what? You know what they're going to be calling us afterwards? Frickin' geniuses. Oh, that guy was a frickin' genius. He told us everything like it happened. Okay, now I want to start out with a non-apology. Okay, this is me not apologizing. I got a call from Data Scanner today on Telegram, and he said that I read somebody's intel on Tuesday. I did. It was sent to me. It was not copywritten. And I passed it along because it hit home on a lot of points. And when I did that Tuesday night thing, if you go back and listen to it on Telegram, you'll notice that I told you what was true and what was not true. Okay. And so somebody who sent it out of Shelton's group got all bent out of shape and all mad and everything. Brian's coming, Diane. Got all bent out of shape and said they were going to put me, give me a cease and desist order. Okay. Well, first of all, let me tell you something. Is that Shelton Williams? Is that Shelton Clapton? Is that Shelton Gooden? Is that Shelton McFadden? Is that Shelton King? Is that Shelton G? Is that Debbie? Or is that Shelton Stevens? Who is it? Which Shelton am I talking about, guys? Okay. I don't know his last name. Okay. In order to insult somebody's character or be defamatory, you have to say their whole name. I don't know his last name. All I know is he's full of up to here, and the rest is TP. Okay. So, but they did hit on some really good points, and that's why I shared it. And that's why I corrected it as I went when I read it on Tuesday night show. Shelton, whoever you are, I'm not apologizing to you. I don't care about your intel. I got it sent to me, and some of it was right. I like the way the letter was composed, so I decided to share it with my people. Okay? Now, as far as everybody calling me a patriot, okay? I know we've all heard this before, but I'm going to get it out here in the open one more time. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again this week, okay? Anything given freely has no value. You want to talk about patriots? I'm going to tell you who is a patriot. Charlie Ward is a patriot. Mark Z is a patriot. Okay. Patriot Street Fighter. He's a patriot. Okay. Everybody, even what's her name? That's so nice. The doctor, Kia Pruitt, Dr. Kia Pruitt. She's a patriot because they're getting that Google money, that YouTube Google money. And when this happens, that's the end of that. Okay. That's the end of that for them. And they will fade off into obscurity. Okay. Now, what I see when I listen to these people, and I don't listen to them anymore because it's around. Here goes the information over here. Now it's rounding over here and it's rounding over here. It's the same information. They're all recycling the same crap. Okay. I'm giving you information that ain't recycled. Okay. And if something somebody says has some merit, I'm going to repeat it. And I don't care if it's copywritten or not. If it's in the public eye, it's fair game. Okay. Now, if I didn't have you people helping me, I would have been homeless. I would have lost my house and everything else. Now, the difference between me and everybody else is all my family, all the Kent Dunn family, all the people in the Hamilton Radio family who have come together as a group, as a family, we are going to be offering an incredible service with the Law Dogs, because the Law Dogs, it will be a subscription service. It'll be $60,000 a year, and it will exist in 91 days after I become liquid. Okay. But what you're going to do is there will be no more need for you to go to an attorney, any other lawyer or anything, because we're going to have a group of common law lawyers. We're going to have a group of paralegals, and they're all going to be retrained by me and Hawk in common law. Okay. I don't talk about common law a lot. The reason I don't is it's moot right now. Okay. Thank you, Min Chow. I know you would. You'd probably be the first one in line. I'll probably have to take Min Chow and just, hey, I got to get in there and I got to open the doors. I got to put the shingle out. Get out of my way. Okay. Love Jen 17 says, everyone needs to stay in their lane and only comment when helpful out of love, kindness. Frequency vibration is crucial. Oh, yes. I like that. I like that. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Giving freely is different than giving for free. That is right. This is why I love you. Hey, you guys. Okay, you get it. You guys get it. Okay, and I have seen so many change. I don't want to know his last name. I don't care who he is. Okay. If Shelton's got a problem with me, my phone number is 319-561-0064. And my email address is chancemusic@yahoo.com. Whatever you got to say to me, don't say it behind my back. Go right straight to the source. Now, have you guys been feeling crap in the air? Have you been feeling what's going on? Part of the day today, I felt wonderful. The other part of the day, I felt like hammered crap. Okay? And I'm drinking a bunch of coffee right now so I can get up to speed with you guys. But what you got to realize is we are in a time of great transition. Debbie just told you we're on the final timeline. Okay? This is why everything's changing. Okay? And when you got 3D humans transferring into a 4D timeline, you're going to have things going on. I talked to a lady today. She's had a migraine headache for 4 days. She can't get rid of it. Other people have told me they've had ringing in their ears and all kinds of symptoms. And I get it, okay? This vertigo's kicking my butt. And but it's all right. It's all good. Debbie, I would like to ask you a question. Did the flood come anywhere near your car lot up in Des Moines?
No, nothing happened. But
Good.
if it was going to continue to rain, we were going to be in trouble. Oh my goodness. And we just prayed that it didn't happen. It has went down some, but it hasn't went down a lot. So we're still, we still check the spillway to see what it's up.
Right.
Oh boy. Just wait and see. Well, look at Nashville, Illinois. There you go. Arkansas.
Yep.
Everybody's concerned about the New Madrid fault lines.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just a scare tactic, and I know that everybody's down. Oh, that's the other thing. Everybody is doing a drill down there in St. Louis about getting prepared of, a travesty for earthquakes and everything. I just don't feel it.
Well, Deb, they saw in Florida, they saw a 12-foot drop in some of the lands out there. Their driveways are going up like this now, and they can't even get up to their house. The drop of the land is so massive there in certain areas of Florida that they're saying that they're going to have to either try to move people away because they had to put the gas lines on top of the ground that were buried underneath because they kept breaking gas lines all the time.
Right.
And water lines and whatever. So the land is dropping. It's also going up in other places.
So that's probably down in Miami area. I don't know. I'm going to have to check into that. I haven't looked. I haven't had time to look.
Okay. I'm gonna give you all a clue. Everything that you both said is correct. Okay. But I'm going to tell you why it's happening like this. The reason the land is dropping, and we've had all kinds of atmospheric stuff besides the Schumann resonance, is the fact that our realm, our flat Earth, has been invaded by gophers. And it's exactly what is happening. If you go out here in my yard, I got terrible gophers, and you got to
Oh,
be careful
yeah.
where you walk in the grass because you're going to sink down. You're going to hit a gopher run. Okay, that's the same thing. What happened with the dumps, with the deep underground military bases? We have been waffled underneath the surface of the earth, and what is happening is the realm is resettling. Okay, it's resettling. That's why you're having that stuff go on, Doc. And and I'll tell you something else, Debbie. I didn't want to say this, get anybody going or anything, but you know how you said about the the armed forces in Canada is getting ready for an invasion on the border and everything. Um, whether or not that is true depends on how many reptilians are still alive. Because it all now, this is where Kent Dunn comes into play in this whole big picture, because they have been removing these scallywag reptilians off of our realm. I'm not going to call it. I'm not going to call it a planet, because if you guys still subscribe, oh my God, I want to say something too. I'm going to interrupt myself. I went to the Seventh-day Adventist Church last Friday. Everybody probably heard about the incident where I helped save Jesus, and it wasn't the Savior. It was a man from Guadalajara. That's it. And he was dumped off by the Hancock County Sheriff's Office in front of the pizza restaurant on the east end of town. And he didn't hardly have any clothes on. He had no shoes. He was filthy, and it was starting to affect my friend's business. He says, "I don't know what to do." I said, "Let me come down and take care of it." So I put on my cape, and and I went down there, and got to make fun of myself, you know. I mean, if I can't make fun of myself, who can? Anyway, so we got him in the car. Police officer showed up and helped, and they really couldn't do anything because they didn't know what to do. Well, I knew what to do. So I basically told the cop, "Move over, Rover, let Chancey take over," you know. And I did. And I got him down to the Seventh-day Adventist Church. We got him 3 or 4 outfits of clothes, a pair of shoes, socks. And then we took him immediately over to the church, which is just over across the way. And he got a shower, and his hair still looked like a rat's nest. But the day before he left and went back to Mexico, or California, I guess he's going now, they shaved his head because his hair was unredeemable. I mean, it was a rat's nest. And but anyway, there was a lot of people came together to help make this thing happen. And I want to give and by the way, I did talk to several other churches. They didn't want to help. This was the only church in town, the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I'm not endorsing the Seventh-day Adventist Church. It's a very good bunch of people here in this community that are in that church. But this is what why I'm getting around to telling this story. During Bible study, they were talking about the miracle of the universe. And one of the ladies, and in the audience, one of the pastor's wives says, "We just are so impressed with God in the fact that he can make all these planets in perfect harmony and perfect rotation, and the stars and the moons and all the planets in the air." And I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God." And they're all sitting there shaking their head. "Oh yeah, it's a miracle." Oh my God. Now, I don't know if I've told you guys this, and there's no outer space. Okay. It's all here. It's all under the firmament. You guys all know this. I've talked about this before. It's all under the firmament. Okay? God created one universe. They talk about going to Mars. Are we ever going to make it to Mars? Yeah, just travel through 2 ice walls and follow the maps from 500 years ago, and you'll be able to go to Mars. It's a continent over here on the other side of the second ice wall. Okay? Oh, maybe that was good. before we transition to 3D, let me get my shoes. I love that. That's cool. All right. It shows I'm not the only one with a stupid sense of humor, okay? And but yeah, so anyway, they were all sitting there like sheep going, yeah, harmony in the universe. Yeah. No. And when these people finally wake up, they're not going to be able to wrap their head around what. And when we tell people everything you have been taught is a lie, they think we are full of bull carp. Okay? And it's so true. That's why they call it the Matrix, guys. And to know that I get up every morning, regardless of how I feel or my vertigo's affecting me or what I have to do that day or whatever, I look at the world different because whatever blessings I get for that day, I just, even if it's a small one, like it was so beautiful in Iowa today. I took my wife to the doctor and we drove down the road and it was 78 degrees. There was a breeze going, beautiful, cool breeze. And took her to the doctor and then took her back to the nursing home and everything. And I was just turned the air conditioner off my car, rolled the windows down and just drove down and just enjoyed it and enjoyed the scenery and everything. And that's a blessing. Okay. And you don't take your blessings for granted. You don't. And I was noticing when I was driving down the road, all the weeds in the ditch. Obviously, the county trimmer, grass trimmers hadn't made it to this area in the county. And I noticed, and I thought, well, when are they going to get out here and cut that? Well, maybe they don't need to cut it. Maybe it's just doing just fine, just the way it is. Because those weeds that are growing in those ditches are producing oxygen. They're absorbing carbon dioxide. They're producing oxygen. So why do we want to deplete our oxygen? Let them grow. As long as they're not, interfering with line of sight or anything like that. And maybe we just need to rethink of the way we do everything. If we're going to rethink the weeds in the ditch, then maybe we better rethink about the food we eat that we put in our mouth. Maybe we need to rethink the water that we drink. Maybe we need to rethink everything. And when we did an analysis on Telegram a few weeks ago of 520, 741, and 8, it came out, the analysis, the lady that did the numerology readout for that, it came out to the number 9. Now, I can't explain to you how it does it, but she knew, and she explained it. If you go back on an old Chance's chat on Telegram, live group 2, you'll see it. And she explained how it all adds up to the number 9. And 9, you ready for this, is a number of completion.
18.
So as you're manifesting these numbers, 520, 7418, you're also manifesting completion of your life, of your financial troubles, of your health issues, of your relationship problems, of your court cases, of your everything in your life. You are coming to a completion. The completion is necessary because you're moving in to 4D.
Hey, Chance,
Debbie?
I can tell you, you add up 520, 7418 comes to 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. That's how you get that. Just to let you know.
See, that's how she does it. See, she's a smart lady. You got to remember, Debbie's kind of special to us because you really are. You woke me up. I don't know what it was, 8 o'clock in the morning when they had that satanic display at the And
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and you and I both got on the phone. I was on it, you were on it, and we raised hell. And then all of a sudden, the media got a hold of it, and and then the patriot that came and destroyed the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he is a patriot, folks. He is a true patriot, and he's a true man of God. He destroyed it, and he got arrested for doing so. But don't worry about it. It's going to go away.
It did. It did go away. It's all gone. All gone bye-bye.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people that have court cases pending, that's going to be bye-bye, gone. I know some people. I know quite a few people that are getting in the process of getting divorces, and they're having problems because of state or county officials interfering in things and wanting to have their nose in everything. And there's Julie. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Yes, Julie's had an adventure. We're not going to talk about that on the air, but she's had an adventure in the last week.
Okay.
We love you. We love you, Julie, and we hope nothing but the best for you.
Makes me laugh.
So everything is. You just need to realize that this completion. It's the end of our health problems too. I mean, I love my son. Both of my sons. The son that I take, that I help here in the house because he's got the issues. But I worry about him because I hear him cough, and I hear him moaning from pain and having breathing problems. And my worrying days are just about over because we're going to get him in a med bed, and he's going to be just fine. Go ahead.
No. It just reminded me. They came out that they have applied for the patent for the people for the portals, so the people can travel without airplanes and everything. I don't know when that's going to happen.
Yes,
I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
And do you know where that first came from, Debbie? That was explained to us in a very sophisticated television show, and it was called The Simpsons, where people were standing in front of a portal, and they walk up and they pay their ticket, and they punch in Florida, and they walk through, and they're gone, and they're in Florida. Okay,
I'm ready.
Oh my God,
we're all ready, Ben.
And the other thing that's getting ready to happen, I'm going to tell you, and this is a fact. Because the politicians been using it for years, is the Underground Railroad that runs between the stock market in New York City and different places in the United States, Washington State, Las Vegas, Atlanta, Florida, the high-speed rail system. Basically, Maria number 1 and I talked about this a couple times. I said, basically, I could walk out my back door and hop on the transport and be in 20 minutes and be in Las Vegas and have dinner with you and then turn around and come home.
Chance, let me just say this real quick. Years ago, there was a show called The Night Stalker.
Yes.
And I talked to the producer from The Night Stalker, and I asked him, I said, when you created that show, there was one about an underground city in Chicago, and it was completely underground. But guess what? It was really on set. Everybody thought that was a set. That was exactly what they did. They filmed underground of the top of the city. So it was real, people, not fake. Back in the 60s.
Right.
The Chicago fire burned all the cities, part of the city, and then they built on top of it. Well, there's a city underground, and that's what he's telling you.
That's exactly right.
All those fires, Chicago fire, San Francisco fire, and I think it was anybody that had the World's Fair, they had the fire because they wanted to cover it up.
Right.
They had to do some sort of a jump, so like I say, there's a lot of things that we've learned, and now everybody else is going to learn.
And remember in the 60s too, it was in the Los Angeles Times about how a guy discovered the reptilian city under Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And right. And see, that's last week I was talking to Maria's brother Willie on the air. I was talking to him. Willie, okay, research reptilian city under Los Angeles, and you'll pull up all those old articles and newspaper clippings, and that was a real thing. But the trouble is, people are so asleep that oh man, did you see this science fiction thing they put in the Los Angeles Times? Isn't that funny that there's a reptilian city under
Or
Los
the
Angeles?
Star or Inquirer, a lot of that stuff, they actually printed that stuff, but people didn't believe it.
And that was why The Night Stalker was such a poignant show. I mean, let's get real. Whether you want to believe it or not, there are werewolves. There are Sasquatches. The Fountain of Youth, Bernadette says, the Fountain of Youth is underneath WDW, Florida. Portal to under Earth is under Space Mountain. Yes, that's correct. I don't know about the Fountain of Youth, so you're informing me. And we'll be destroyed so we can access these things. Yes. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for it all. Okay. I'm ready to see people that are sick be well. I'm ready to see people who can't walk to dance. I'm ready to see Judy's daughter, Shelly, I believe her name's Shelly. I'm ready to see her get complete. Okay. Before I jump, I'm going to jump way ahead here for a second, and I got to tell you guys something. I have found out some information about the Reformation and Restoration. Now, if you are between 55 or older, you are going to get all your Restoration and Reformation at the same time that you do your currency exchange. Okay? Now, how the other people who are not doing a currency exchange are getting it, I don't know. I would imagine it would maybe be trickled out by universal basic income, which is showing up in the media. Yes, Jeffrey, big fan of Roddy Piper right here. And
so am I.
That Restoration and Reformation, if you're 55, between 30 and 55, I'm sorry, did I get that right? Okay, 70 and older, you get it all at once. 40 to 55, that's it. 40 to 55 is you'll get 3 payments, and you have to be at least 30 to get anything. But there's
I thought it was 24. I thought it started at 24.
They changed it.
Oh God!
Because they realize that people under 30 just don't have the responsibility to be good stewards to the money.
Well, that's kind of true. Look,
I mean, they don't have a clue.
Yeah, I got to say that's true.
It's just like, okay, every one of us here on this show, let's say there's a new whiz bang come out, a brand new ice cream fountain. Okay, and you can put it in your house, and it takes up this much space, and you can make anything.
There is one, by the way.
I know. That's why I said that, But let's just say there's a little bitty one like this, and you got to have it. And it's only $300. What are we gonna do? I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We are gonna wait until that sucker is on sale
for $50,
and we're getting on a closeout or a sale for $45-$50, because that's the way us old guys, us old gals do things. We save, we realize the value of $1 because we had to work to earn it. These kids don't realize it.
So true.
And what's funny is my grandson Zach, he is a good kid. All my grandkids are good kids, but 55 to 69, 55 to 55 and 55 and older, Kathy. They get all their Restoration Reformation money at one time. But my grandson, Zach, we had a little get together with my sister. We hadn't seen her in a while. And we all got together and we turn her phone down, will you? And we all got together and I got an opportunity to talk to him. I mean, really talk to him because we really don't talk that much. And he's getting hip. He's hip to what's going on. And I'd say he's about 80% awake. But where he's really going to realize it, and I told him, I said, one of these days you're going to wake up, Zach, and him and his wife have a mortgage. Okay? And they both got good jobs and everything, and they're doing real well. But the problem is they're still paying a mortgage. And I said, you're going to wake up one day, and you're going to find your bank loan is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. And he says, well, that sure would be nice. But I can't even imagine that. No, you can't, because you have been MK Ultra'd so well that you don't you can't conceive the biblical jubilee, and they don't really study the Bible or anything. Neither do I, but I learn and I listen. And but what they're getting ready to do is when the jubilee happens, he's going to wake up and he's going to say, "My gosh, Grandpa was right on everything. How did he know? How did he know?" Well, because I've raised my vibrations and I've used my God-given discernment, like all of you that are listening tonight, using my God-given discernment to know what is right and what is wrong. And that's what puts us all at a higher vibration. Debbie, Doc, Brian, me, Kent Dunn. You don't have to look like a $10 million a year politician to be fully awakened and raise your vibration, because we're doing it now. You're doing it right now by watching this show, because we're giving you different ideas, we're giving you different thoughts, we're giving you different directions to put your thinking in. Doc, I want to ask you, the job situation in New Jersey is pretty bad, isn't that right?
Yeah, it's AI is taking over the job situation as far as the businesses are concerned, because when you go into the business, there's nobody working there. And then when you go talk to somebody, they say, go to the website, fill out, AI takes over, AI schedules it, AI does this, but AI doesn't do anything on the jobs most of the time, because even when I talk to employees that are there, they had to fight, claw, and kick to get a job there. The younger people, the older people, people with disabilities, they're not taking anybody anymore. They don't even want people with disabilities. I got a disability, my back, and I can't get hired anywhere. Because all jobs say you must lift between 40 and 60 pounds, but they don't delineate that. They say that other related opportunities are available, and if you take this job, you might have to do them, so you can't get hired. That's how they get out of it.
Wow. Well,
and it's just not New Jersey. New York is the same way, and a lot of the other states are the same, from what I can tell from other friends in different areas.
In the new system, in the new 4D, 5D, you're going to see a lot of businesses close, and you're going to see 10 times as many open up. So I want you to be aware of that. And age isn't going to be a thing, because you're going to be in the med bed and you're going to be 30 years younger. So Doc, we're going to be able to provide a lot of music for people for a lot of years.
Oh, wonderful.
And so what I want you guys to do is just count your blessings. I know some of you are living in cars. I know some of you are sick. I know a lot of you are having court problems. But I want you to take and turn the worry and the pain and the hurt and turn it inside out, because, guys, at the end of this show tonight, at the end of this broadcast, you're going to find out just exactly how close we are. I have been watching a lot of stupid, not all of you guys. Most of the core family is pretty good, but there's a lot of stupid people coming on to Chance's chat on the group. And yeah, how do you think I'll look at 30, Diane? Huh? Will I be Rico Suave then?
Oh my. Wow.
You know, when I was younger, I used to look like Burt Reynolds. And a couple of friends of mine said, you know, you look like Burt Reynolds. Maybe I'll go look like Burt Reynolds again.
Well, that'd be all right, but you don't want to join him because he's not here no more.
No, I know.
He's actually gone. He's one of those guys that are actually gone. Okay, Chica, go ahead, Debbie.
I forgot. They closed Dollywood today. All gone. Bye bye.
What's that?
They closed Dollywood today.
It's gone?
No, it's not gone. But you're right, they did close it today.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that panic posting that Newsbreak put on, and it was to get everybody to come over. Okay, real news isn't important, but they got to still have sensational news to draw you to their site.
Yeah.
Dollywood closed for 24 hours because they're fixing a water main.
I don't know. That's what
it was. You got to read the article, and they make it very hard for you to read the article. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I hate to tell
Dollywood's going to be the new Disneyland.
Yeah. Well, we'll check it out. I don't know. I've never went there. Didn't even care to go.
I don't really either. I mean, the whole thing's based on a very talented female impersonator that sings pretty good. The whole thing is. And Mickey, I know my son's over there going, he goes, oh my God. Oh my God.
Remember, everything's reversed. Okay. Everything's reversed. You know what?
He is one of the most successful female impersonators because nobody believes what I say. Everybody's, have you seen? That's why Dolly, the character, can disappear because she don't have these in real life. She don't have this in real life. Dude looks like a lady. Okay.
Well, her sister or his sister, Stella Parton, she's not big like Dolly.
No, and I actually performed with Stella Parton once.
Okay, so she's
about 40 years ago. So I know Stella, and she's very closed mouth about Dolly. She don't say much. Well, I love my sister. Debbie, you have a special glow, Diane says.
Diane says, yeah.
Wow. I need to.
It's got to be all that CL ghost stuff.
Yeah. I'm telling you what. Your son's cough, he needs air and heart. Air and heart. And
I got him right here.
To get your migraines grow. Grow will help get rid of migraines.
I've got it all here.
Then get going, buddy.
I can get him to take it. He's a stubborn old dude. I'm telling you, he's anyway.
Magnesium.
Maybe if I made it so that he had to take the APL Go products before the television would work on the wrestling channel, then
what are you talking about?
Just set it beside him. Just here, give him a couple. Oh my God. all I know is I've been taking.
He loves the wrestling channel. That's why I said that.
Lord help me. I don't know. All right. I'm going to have to go because I got to get up early. It's been a long day.
All right, honey.
The dogs got me up 3 times last night.
I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. And,
usually I get up about 5:15, but somehow I got up at 11, 1, 3.
Okay, well, I'll tell if Brian pops on in the last half hour, I'll tell him you said hi. Okay.
Yes, definitely, Doc. It's been nice seeing you.
Always nice seeing you.
And you, Chance. It's great seeing you. So, bye, everybody. I'll be back with the news.
Bye, Deb. We love you. We miss you too.
Bye. Bye.
Isn't she great, guys? Yeah, Debbie's the best. Debbie Stevens from.
We love her. We love her.
Oh yeah, she's great. And you know, it's like, um, I think she represents female common sense and
Oh, well.
and high vibration.
Who's this, Matt?
High vibrations,
When
you know, that a lot of women have now and what they're capable of having in the future. So we love Debbie, and she's helped me a lot, and she's a good friend. Okay, you finally made it to a live chance. Nigel 3. You can finally post. Yes. Um, it's just you and me, Doc. Why don't you tell us about the websites that you're building?
Yeah, I'm working on a couple more websites. Working on a lighting design website very soon for a lighting company, and somebody at golf carts. They sell golf carts. So we have the same kind of deal for them that I gave for everybody else. But they're being charged, unfortunately, $250 to start the website. I can't do it for free anymore. Just can't. It's too hard to do for free right now. So maybe when I do the other ones, eventually I'll be able to do that. But I'll do for your friends, anybody on here that wants a website. But they got to, here's the thing. You got to know what you want. I've had so many people contact me and say, yeah, I want a website. Well, what do you want it about? What do you want to make it about? What are you trying to promote? What's your product? What's your service? Have an idea, a clue, something, and then just get back to me and let me know what you want, and I'll build it for you, and we'll go in there, we'll tweak it like we did yours. My wife wants hers tweaked now. She said, because we're doing, this is interesting to you. We're doing the pet of the month, and tribute to the pets of the month. So what that means is anybody that's a dog owner or a cat owner or a pet owner wants to send me their picture, talk a little bit about the pet. I'll put it in a little, little thing underneath the picture. And if you want to name the pet or the name of the pet or whatever, it's a tribute, that's fine. And also it's going to be tied to my wife's book, The Best Dog. So we're trying to incorporate a bunch of different things. We're trying to incorporate, if people go and see the pets and go listen to the station, and part of this, I wrote several dog songs that I'm working on too. And I'm just so busy with everything right now. My mind just is like on this, on that, trying to create websites and write songs. So Chance, when you start writing songs, I'm in this thing right now. I'm writing music scores. And I've been writing music scores probably for over a week now. And actually, it's been something I always wanted to do. But never had the time, never could find the availability to do it. So now, I just sit here with my laptop and start writing stuff. And I put it out there. So I'm now on, hopefully I'm going to be on TuneCore. It's on Exchange soon. And, of course, I'll be on Hamilton Radio. And there's a lot of great creators out there. You guys could be a lot of creators with the music that you create. I'm also creating songs for dogs and cats. One lady wrote to me, she says, I had a cat 20 years ago. No cat will ever be the same. It was an orange tabby. And she says, I'm going to give you details. I want you to write a song. And for $10, I'm going to write the song for her. I said, sure, I'll write the song for you. Just name of the cat. I'll put the name of the cat in the song. And then whatever else, comes to mind about what she tells me about the cat. And I'm going to give her that as her gift. I'm writing a song for the cat and also play it for the world on the station when it comes out. I said, just make sure, tell me what genre you want, country, oldies, what do you want? Just tell me what you want. So I'm working on that. And then, like I said, working on so many different things on the music side of it, but also on the business side of it, working on the websites and other things too. So yeah, I'm really busy with things.
it now. Han Solo 2069 says, "Help Chance for this personal website. We're going to be working on that. It still has an appointment page for haircuts on it. Yeah, I know. I used a haircut template. I'm sorry about that. And there are loads of grammatical errors. There might be grammatical errors, but we just wanted to get the site up, so
we're going to work on it.
I do buy wrestling pay-per-views and call for a refund after claiming the signal went out for a moment. No, I don't do that. No, we're a strong wrestling family. We've always watched WCW and WWF, and we like that stuff. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but I guess I just was conditioned. I liked Hulk Hogan, and I liked Roddy Piper and Junkyard Dog, Macho Man Randy Savage. In fact, hang on a minute. I'm going to show you something. Hang on.
Oh, Chance, before you go, Hulk Hogan is going to be speaking tonight for Donald Trump at the RNC.
All right.
So he's got the support of the Hulk Mania group.
I got this at the gas station.
Oh, Macho Man.
I got this at the gas station.
Oh, I love that. It's cool.
When Slim Jim was using Macho Man, snap into it, the commercial. Yeah. I got that for my son, and it's a Slim Jim collect from the Slim Jim Collector series.
Oh, nice.
And my son has the I'm going to put this back real quick. My son has the #1 collectible wrestling memorabilia item, and I'm sure that the WWE would want it back, but it's going to cost a lot of money. Years ago, 25 years ago, they gave the prize of a signed turnbuckle. It was signed by everybody in the WWF, and since then he's got it signed by other notable wrestlers and stuff, and it's huge. I mean, it's big. It's a turnbuckle cover, the cloth cover that they put over the steel. And it's signed by everybody. And if I was to call WWE and say, "Hey, my son has that," I mean, it's worth $100,000 minimum. It's got. My son was personal friends with Harley Race. We went down to Missouri, and we had. Went to his school, and he had World League Wrestling, which was a training camp for future wrestlers and everything. And sometime in a future show, I'm going to tell you about my professional wrestling career.
You had one?
I was a professional wrestler for that long. I'm not going to tell it today. I'm just going to put a little snippet out today, but I will tell the story, and it's hilarious. You guys will just I can't even tell the story without laughing my butt off.
I always wanted to be a manager because I figured.
I did too, man. I wanted to, but there's so much to it. Actually, the guys that were the managers and are the managers now, they're the people that actually invest in the company so that they can be. Yes, Jody Joy. Yes, all those wrestlers that are gone. By the way, Roddy Piper is not dead. He's coming back. You'll see. And like he said on YouTube, They Live, the movie, is a documentary. It's not a movie. It's not science fiction. It's a documentary. Keep that in mind. Now watch the movie. And I want to tell you what, since we're talking about movies, let me jump around here a little bit. Fascinating Brian and I were talking this week, and I told him, and he's seen one movie, but yes, thank you, Julie. Oh my gosh, don't even get me going about Miss Elizabeth.
No, she was with Lex Luger last.
Yeah. Cornette being on left right.
Well, listen, Jim Cornette, I don't care what you say about him. He's very, very truthful. what he says. And you could be right about that. It would be a real cool thing for Chance and Jim Cornette. I see Eric Bischoff is doing one, and Jim Cornette's doing one. Now I see my good friend Mark from The Undertaker is doing his own podcast now. I've been watching that, and even Cody Rhodes has his own podcast. So everybody seems like they're just getting out there.
Yeah, they're all getting into the act, but it's all good as far as I'm concerned.
JBL did it for a while. And,
Yep. Judy Joy knows all about this stuff. Do you know about the baby box? No, Christy Sue, tell us about baby box. Maybe I do, and my brain's not working. Anyway, so this turnbuckle should realistically be worth $500,000.
Wow, if not more.
If not more, it's upstairs.
Because every signature that's on that, if it's verified and certified, is
it is. It was all signed.
Some are dead. Probably all of them are dead, or a lot of them.
Right. I'd say 60% are dead.
Oh yeah, that's worth.
Yeah, I mean, how
you can't even put a price on that.
What? Yeah, exactly. It's priceless, and so, but it's cool. Yeah, that'd be great, Christy Sue. Send that to me, okay? Email it to me at chancemusic@yahoo.com. There's some other things I wanted to touch base on. We could sit here and talk about wrestling and music all day long because
Chance, don't forget to tell people that you're going to give the thing at the end because they're.
Oh yeah, the RV intel is right at the end of the show, okay? Because you're going to listen to my babbling and Doc's babbling and Debbie and Brian and anybody else that comes on. You're going to listen to our babbling first if you want the RV intel. But let me just tell you one thing. Roy Orbison did a song. You remember that song, Doc?
Which one? You got it?
It's over.
Oh, it's over. Yeah. It's over. Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to. If the internet goes down, how am I going to notify you? Can I call you all on the phone? Okay. I'm going to put it on chancemcfadden.com. I will put it there, and if you can get to there, then you will have the information. But the intel that I'm going to give you at the end of the night is pretty much it's over. The Roy Orbison song. It's over, it's over, it's over. Remember Roy Orbison song?
I remember it.
Yeah. So anyway, just remember what I keep saying, guys. It's nobody's going to get the same rate, and nobody's going to have the same date. That's it. Okay? And I was talking about people coming on Telegram page. There's about 20% of you people that are coming on there, the newbies, not the core family, but the newbies that are just, you guys are bringing some stupidity in there. And, hey, you guys, if you see that stupidity come in there, just kick them off. I have got no patience. Tara, same way. Just kick them off. I don't have time for any of their carp. I really don't. It's just, and any, there was anti-Trump and anti-Jew stuff on there the other day. Thank you for taking it down. Whoever did that. And we don't need this. What the world needs now, folks, is love, sweet love. That's what it is. Now, see, the reason we have these problems in this world is because the left, the bad guys, the cable guys, they don't love anybody. They have no love in their heart. They have nothing but animosity for anybody that does. And when they're gone, and when they're awakened, and when they're being punished, then we will have the realm that God wanted us to have. Not for some, but for everyone. The song is very, very powerful. What the world needs now is love. Okay? And Michael Jackson, regardless of what you think of him, I don't think he was a bad person at all. I get sick of the Michael Jackson jokes. I think he was all about love. He was all about the LOVE. He'd say that. He'd say, it's all about the LOVE. That's all it's about. But just remember, Trump and Michael Jackson echoed the same sentiments. And that is, anybody know? Anyone? Anyone? Somebody pop up. Somebody. I'm going to wait till somebody pops up. Jethro Tull was great. And they're still, even though they're older than dirt, they're.
Ian Anderson is
yeah. Man, there's a guy that just absolutely too much. Just too much. Too much. You don't need to be doing that crap. Okay? Okay. It's not good for you. But the best is yet to come, is what Michael Jackson and Donald Trump. And this is it. Yes, this is it. Monique, Save the Children. Oh, yes. You know what I think about that. If you listen to any of these past shows, Doc G and I may even get a tank and a platoon of soldiers and dress up in camouflage and go out hunting all these bad guys. Who knows what we're going to do? We don't know what we're going to do. Right, Doc?
Yeah. Well, you never know what we're going to go.
I mean, it's wide open. Everything is wide open. The possibilities that we have coming up toward us, for us, the blessings we have are coming up so quickly. And I'm a little euphoric over it. I really am. I'm a little euphoric over it. But what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to go to your exchange appointment with no clothes on. Don't show up there naked. They're going to turn you around. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I meant that figuratively, because you'll be naked if you don't have the RV protocol papers.
Yeah.
Hello, Jeffrey Stoddard. Yes, and just remember, They Live as a documentary. It's not a movie, okay? So get your RV protocol papers by sending $50 to 319-561-0064, Cash App or Zelle, Brian McFadden, that's me. And all my friends and family call me Chance, and that's who you guys are. And I love you all. And man, I'm going to tell you what. The problem is with Doc G. I'm going to tell you what the problem is with Doc G.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Now, okay, get your pen and paper out because okay, honey, thank you, Christy Sue. Here's the problem with Doc G. He lives in New Jersey. I live in Iowa. That's halfway across the continent, okay? We can't hang out. This is the only place we get to hang out. It's when we do this or we're working on the website, okay? Chica says, parts of what I'd like to do, boots on the ground kind of thing, would be working with a team seeking out homeless who desire to be helped. Actually, it's going to take about 2 years to get everybody through the Medbed. Now, last counts, there was 180,000 approximately Medbeds in the United States. That's not counting all the other countries and Africa and UK and England and all over Europe and Australia. There's Medbeds all over. Okay, when this thing keeps going, what you're going to see is, if you ever seen the movie Elysium, you're going to see the end of the show. But watch the whole movie, because it is so our journey. It is so our journey. Watch the movie Elysium. And then after you watch Elysium, you're going to see how this movie is going to end, okay? But how it's going to end is everybody is going to be of the same status. Everybody is going to be healthy. And if there's an accident, somebody's going to get into a med bed, and 2.5 minutes later, they're going to be walking out whole again, okay? Now watch the movie Elysium. They told you, okay? But if you really want to get a good idea of what was going on in Egypt back of the days of the pyramids when they were being built and stuff like that, I want you to watch a movie that laid it all out for you, okay, in more ways than one. In the reality of the Galactic Council and the other life forms that exist in our universe with us, and that is the Gods of Egypt. The movie's called The Gods of Egypt. Oh my gosh. First of all, it's entertaining, but second of all, I mean, it covers everything. And if you're going to look at it as a story, then you'll be entertained. If you're going to look at it as a history lesson, then you're going to be enlightened. Your vibrations are going to raise. But even these so-called gods are not source. They are not Yahweh. Okay? And it just shows other beings with higher vibrations. It's very, very informative. It's a good history lesson, both those movies. And Elysium is kind of, if you watch Elysium and watch the political atmosphere of the show, because what you have in Elysium is you have a group of people stuck on Earth with all the toxins and everything else, and they're scrounging for a living, and they're living Elysium. That's right, Diane. And then you'll have another group of very special people, the elite, living on a artificial planet, which we know that's all baloney. But anyway, what it is it's two different political situations. It's two different, the slaves and the elites. Okay, I don't know how it's spelled. Just put up movie Elysium. You'll find it. I don't have time to look for it while I'm doing the show, but okay. Just watch these two movies, okay? I've got them on my. What is it? Where you buy the movies and you keep them on the internet, and you have your own account. I can't think of what's called.
Oh, the whatchamacallit, the thing you use?
Yeah, it's a platform. It's a movie platform. I can't. Fandango.
There's so many. There's so many of them.
ELYSEUM. You're right, Luminous. You're right. Thank you. Okay, she looked like one of the. She looked like one of the gods of Egypt right there. How about that? Okay, I don't know if Brian's going to make it on tonight or not, but man, we're jumping all over the place here. I want to talk about something that I drank today. My stomach was a little queasy and I wanted to get something solid. And usually, before I was awakened, I would go get a can of 7-Up, but we know all the bad stuff that's in that.
Yeah.
So I found at Casey's some mineral water, and it was unsweetened and it was lime flavored. And it was made in Mexico. It was a bottle about that size. Okay. About 6.5, 7 inches, glass bottle. Oh, it was wonderful. It had nothing in it but what do they call it? Sparkling water, and a little lime flavor. And it settled my stomach way better than an Alka-Seltzer or a 7-Up would have. And it just absolutely tasted delicious. I would like to develop something like that with cola flavor and, even Mountain Dew flavor without having any of the poisons in it, because the flavors are what we're going for. And what they're trying to do is send us to the other side. And Coca-Cola, holy cow. There's so much information about Coca-Cola out there. I'm afraid the Coca-Cola people might sue me. So just do your own research on that and Mountain Dew.
Oh, it's a good cleaner. It's a great cleaner.
Oh, are you kidding me? If you want to get
clean off cars,
yes,
cleaner.
Yes,
Goes in the toilet better than Tidy Bowl. So there you go.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You can get yourself a bottle of Coke and a wire brush and go clean your. I do have better mics. Yes, I do. I have lots of microphones, and I'm using the one on the laptop. You're the first person to complain, but next week, just for you, I'm going to pull out one of the fancy rock and roll microphones. Okay.
Chance, by the way, the one you sent me, we used the other day when we had some legends at the studio, and it came out so great. They sounded so wonderful.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that.
Well. Yep, it works so well.
Right. I've still got that snake cable. But I decided I'm just going to bring the snake cable to you in person.
Oh, Jesus. We'll meet you halfway somewhere. They want to know if it's still live. Yeah, we're still live, Judy.
Yeah, Judy, and blessings to your daughter. Okay. She's in my thoughts constantly. And as well as another young lady who has the worst case of spinal bifida that I've ever heard, and she's never walked. And she has no use of her arms, and she has no use of her legs. But she can move her neck a little bit, and she has that pen, and she can run a computer screen. And that's how she graduated high school.
Wow, amazing.
And you know what? Her grandmother is a friend of mine, and the grandmother said she has only one wish. And I said, well, what would that be? And she said she just wants to dance. Doesn't that break your heart? I can't take it. Here I got 2 arms and 2 legs, and I dance like a clown. Those other clowns do better than me. So yeah, and so we got to get these Medbeds rocking, guys. We got to get them rocking. Yeah, I know.
It's heartfelt too, Judy. It's heartfelt. We feel that way, sure.
Yeah. And I've got dogs to the right of me and dogs to the left, and dog in the bedroom. She's wanting to go to bed, and I don't know what's going on. I'm just living. I'm just living life until I get the phone call. Guys, any way I can put the word out for you when I hear, we're going to. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm a king. Well, thank you.
Yes. I bow to my
no, don't do that. No. The only bow to Jesus, okay? He's the king. But you remember the overture, curtain lights. This is it, the night of nights, the Bugs Bunny show theme. You remember that? We're gonna put that up the minute this thing goes.
Oh, okay.
We'll put it up on chancemcfadden.com. There's your sign. You want your sign? There's your sign. We'll put that up. Something's going on outside. Hey guys, come on. We've been getting plenty of rain here the last 2 weeks, and I lost a tree limb off this tree right off this corner here of the house, and it was huge. So we cut it up with guys, shut up. We cut it up with a chainsaw and took it over to this guy's house that burns wood here in town, and he says, you just gave me enough wood to heat my house for the whole winter. And I said, Merry Christmas, brother. It was a big limb. Big limb. Uh-oh.
Oh, well, that's all right. Anyway, I'll keep talking, guys. Chance will be right back in just a minute. He's having a lot of noise over there. So, yeah, I'll just try to keep talking. But it's funny. We talk about all this stuff, and I'll be done with the show, and my wife will she's, oh my God, that show was amazing. I feel so bad for Judy's daughter, and I get all the responses from my wife. She makes me feel good, and that's what a partner's supposed to do. It's even if the show's crap, you should still say to your spouse, "Hey, that was a good show. That was a wonderful show. Chance had some great information," and I expect to hear that no matter what, because that's a good supporting partner. That's what they do. I just wanted to say that.
Well, I'll say amen to that. You know what, Doc? I don't think Brian's going to show up. So I think what we're going to do next is we are going to give.
You're the boss, bro. Whatever you say.
No, you're the boss. I'm just the guy with the bigger.
This is your show, but this is your show, so you're the boss when it comes to your show. I'm just standing in the background.
Okay, we're gonna read the RV update, and I don't think there'll be any more updates after this. Okay, messenger messages. There it is. Okay, it's short and sweet. Okay, Chance. 10:09 Eastern Standard Time. China has told the U.S. no more delays will be accepted because of political problems. You know what that is? Political problems? All the carp that's going on about, Brandon and Mr. T. Okay. And here it is. This is the coup d'etat right here, guys. You ready? Everything must start on Monday to finish by the end of the month. Okay. There it is right there. Okay. What else can I say? What else can I tell you? I told everybody I think it's going to be over by the end of the month. But here's the other thing you got to remember. We're 13 days ahead of the true calendar. So if it turns out to be August 13th, it could be, because that would be the last day of the month. Okay? And don't get me going on the Julian and the other calendar, Gregorian calendar. I can't keep that crap straight. Hell, I'm lucky if I can remember.
You and I are so like brothers.
Remember to go to the bathroom before I soil myself or something. Oh my God. Okay. No, I ain't going. That's a good idea. Except my basement is full of musical equipment, and when I say
destroy it,
oh my God, and usually I have two other guests here talking, and I can go mute until they settle down. So I apologize for that, guys. But we're at the end of this thing, okay? So if you have any questions, send me an email to Chance Music. I am too, Winona. Oh my gosh. It's nice to see a face with the name. Thank you, Winona. I get to see your face. You are lovely. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm looking at something here that came across the email. And, okay. It's that. Okay. That's Christy sending me the stuff about Baby Box. I'll find out about that. And we'll probably talk about that next week, okay? Now, as you can tell, we are the recipient of my son being on camera right here. Say hi to everybody, Mick.
Hi, everybody.
And I don't know what you got. What do you got?
Gatorade Center one.
Oh, you got a tenderloin. Okay. All right. But anyway, we've had quite a week with, getting that young man back to his family. And I took my wife to the doctor today, and the doctor, my wife's in a wheelchair, and the doctor, well, we don't have that thing to get her up on the level so that we can look into her eyes and see what's going on. Wait a minute. My wife said, "What'd you do? Loan it out? Did he get repossessed? What happened?" That's supposed to be a part of your equipment, and you know you had an appointment with a woman in a wheelchair. Okay? These medical facilities are nothing but a effing joke. Now, we're going to manifest together 520-7418. Now, and when I tell you my basement is full of musical equipment, I am not kidding. I am not joking. But I forgot that I have a Yamaha workstation keyboard down in the basement, and I'm going to fire it up this week, and I'm going to do the music and compose all the music, the different tracks and everything for the manifestation song. So I want you all to pray silently for everybody who's sick. I want you to pray silently for everyone who's having trouble with the law. I want you to pray silently for those people being held in mental institutions illegally. I want you to pray for people who are incarcerated, whether it be a government or an individual. Everybody deserves to be free. And if you've done a crime against God and against your fellow man, then repent. You have the power of prayer. It's your only true superpower. I want nothing but the best for all of you. Okay? Do you have? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Sharon, and you won't have to worry about it. We'll send you one down, okay? Don't worry about it. Listen, it's just holy cow. Man, someday I'll take you guys into the nether world of my basement. It's just like, oh, Lord, can you believe this man has this much stuff? And, it's a perfect testimony. It really is, to how COVID ruined a business that was doing $10,000 a month, okay? It's a perfect testimony, okay? So
you could take and show how much stuff's in your belly button.
yeah, okay, that's funny, Mickey. Oh, did you hear that? Yeah, okay. But anyway, Doc G, you got any final thoughts tonight?
Oh, my thoughts. Just to love everybody. We're all going through a tough time. We talk about it all the time. We're all going through a tough time, but just, you know what I'm going to do? I've said this last night. I'm going to tell everybody to do this. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't try to do things that you don't think you can do. Don't live up to anything, but just be yourself and enjoy yourself. I was being so hard on myself, not being a good dad, not being a good husband. And I do everything that we're supposed to do, but, we don't have money to go here. I can't do that. Okay. Well, don't be so hard on yourself. That's the whole key. Or just learn to love yourself more, be in more gratitude spirit for yourself and what you're dealing with, and personal things. Just don't let them bother you.
I agree wholeheartedly. Now, my final thoughts for tonight are, first of all, why do you ask that question? I told you it's almost.
I think they just got here. They just got here.
They just jumped in. Okay. Well, rewatch the show. Okay. No, my son is a nice man. I have a younger grandson that has all the tattoos, and when I get him in a med bed, we'll watch them all just melt away.
No way, yeah.
Because tattoos aren't good. God didn't want us to have tattoos, I don't believe. The basement is code Joe, the Twilight Zone. Okay. My final thoughts for tonight, guys, just like Doc said, love each other and be kind to each other. And, life's too short to be carrying around all the negativity. There's a lot of lessons to learn. We don't know them all, but we're going to try to share what we can with you. And get your RV protocol papers. Cash App or Zelle 319-561-0064. And I want you all to be safe.
Quiet.
And I love you all. And with that, we will see you next week right here on Chance's Chat on HamiltonRadio.net. Doc G, Fascinating Brian, Debbie, myself, and hopefully Mr. Kent Dunn will come back someday. Now it's time in the evening when I have to watch my son eat his tenderloin. Okay? Debbie, good to see you. Welcome back. Hope you feel good. I love you guys. Y'all come back now. Yeah?
Bye, everybody.